Hi, this is Amanda from Sound to Ground, and welcome to the second episode of Sound Bites, Audio Insights and Reflections. And today I'd like to touch on the topic about trusting yourself. And it seems to be a bit of a topic with the conversations that I have with people in the past couple of weeks. And it's a very interesting time that we have been, it seems to me, at least in my circle of influence, that people are needing or have been in that phase of shifting from an older version of themselves into a newer version, or rebranding themselves in their creative brands and wellness brands, or just trying to shift into a place and a version of themselves that they know that they have outgrown, and crafting the newer versions through the different projects and different decisions. And sometimes maybe you're at a crossroads and you need that courage to take that quantum leap into a whole new reality for yourself. And this is a time to really get in deep and trust yourself wholly, fully. And I can understand there's a lot of conditionings around us, with our past experiences that might have contributed to some insecurities, fears, and self-doubts and things like that. But we all have a very important inner GPS, I call it, which is our heart. And this is where our inner wisdom, our inner light resides. And it's always there. It's part of you. It's always just been shaded, right? Or it's like a gem that has been covered with dust of the layering of the conditioning, or all the external influences, the external situations that might have covered the real truth that is residing within you. And a lot of the times, trusting yourself is also letting go, right? It's about trusting the universe, trusting God, trusting yourself. In being able to get to that place of trust, there must be a sense of surrendering to something bigger than ourselves, or surrendering to the experience of what it's going to bring you. And I think because all of us have this, perhaps not all of us, might have that fear of unknown. Like, if I'm going to take this step and it's a whole new trajectory, I don't have any reference point, right? So we feel more stable when there is some sense of reference point for us to compare notes with and to feel the stability around it. But what if at this point of time there isn't reference point for the very new realities that will come for you and the experiences because of the choices that you start to make for yourself now? It's a very important juncture to trust in your inner knowing, to trust in all of the senses. And you'll really call on your senses, the physical, the mental, the emotional, the spiritual, and sensing, even in the intuitive sensing, your very basic primal senses, I would say, the primal senses of that instincts of what it feels for you. Is this a safe choice to move forward? Is that an unsafe choice, or a situation? Or, these are the things that will influence how you feel about making a decision, and not based on the decision of creating fear, or out of fear if you do not have that particular outcome that you want. So what is the actual outcome that you want, and the life that you're wanting to craft out for yourself? And it all comes back down to your values. The values, we all have intrinsic values, right? This universal intrinsic values of things like, honesty, authenticity, and things like that. But how are your choices aligning to all of these things? Like, you being honest with yourself with a certain choice that you need to make, right? So you have to take a look and really go down the whole checklist of what are your primary values that you're holding on to, and knowing that if you are going to make that choice out of those values, you are incongruent with your inner self and your inner wisdom. Your inner wisdom will be guiding you through these universal values that serve you good. At any point, if there's a doubt around making a choice, I would say the best way is to just spend some time alone. Spend some time alone in your own private space, whether it's at home or outside, taking a walk, just being with you, being with your energy without anybody's opinions, or even within conversations. There's a time and place for having conversations and sussing out people's opinions about a certain options or perspectives. That's a great way to. But at the end of the day, many people can say many things to you, but it all comes down to your own inner resolve, based on how you are corroborating all of these information or opinions or perspectives from people, and aligning back to your own values, your grounded values. Because from there, then you can make the right decisions moving forward. And trusting yourself is really a skill, I would say. We more often than not knowingly give the power away when we have like an entrusted person or group or situation, or that it's going to be okay. But we need to have our own personal check-ins as well about, okay, is this still in the right path, still in the right alignment of things, that I can feel that it's in a trusted sense, is it trustworthy enough? So anything surrounding this topic and this resonance around trusting in yourself, trusting in people, but whatever it is, trust your own judgment, trust your own instinct, trust your own body, whatever that is signaling to you, whether what is a red flag, what is a green flag, right? How does it feel like if you're really fully into it and it's full of joy, full of excitement, full of wonderful feelings of, whether is it a personal connection, a creative project that you're going to be involved in, or a life decision that you want to make, right? Or is it going to make you feel like closed up, guarded, right? Or it just feels like, like you want, but if there's a bit of like a wishy-washy element to it, maybe it's something for you to think about whether it's really the right choice moving forward, even though it may seem on the surface a good choice from a societal perspective, say. So, yes. So whatever it is, just spend some time with yourself. Get into nature. Get into your heart space. Do all the things that make you feel joy, that make you feel grounded, that make you feel safe. Then come into a space of asking, what is this that I need to know about this matter, about this decision that I need to make, and go from there. Trust yourself, ground yourself, and take care. I'll see you in the next one.